Welcome. Today we're gonna do a medium fade and also we're gonna do the beard. We're gonna start the haircut. We're gonna start using number 3 and the third lateral section. We're gonna use the guard in a diagonal position to avoid making lines. Use number 3 all the way to the back. We're gonna do one side first, then we're gonna do the other side. Cut in a vertical position to avoid cutting more than you need. You can use your finger to trap the hair and cut it with the clipper. This way the hair in this area is gonna get blended. Use number 2 a bit lower than we use number 3 and continue cutting in a diagonal position. Use the 1.5 a bit lower than we use number 2 and continue cutting in a diagonal position to avoid making lines. Open the blade to use the 0.5 or half and we're gonna make the line. This is the only line I make using my technique. Close the guard to use number 0 and use it a bit lower than we use the 0.5 or half. The rest of the hair cut it with the trimmer. Use number 1 with an open blade and we're gonna open a way that we're gonna blend with the 1.5. Use number 1 a bit lower than we use number 1.5. Continue using the guards in a diagonal position. Use number 1 with a closed blade and use it a bit lower than we use it with an open blade. Stretch the scalp to change the way the hair grows. This way you can cut shorter and also you can cut with precision. Focus only in cutting the darker areas. Open the blade to use the 0.5 or half and we're gonna clear the darker areas using the border of the blade. Cut from left to right until the back. This for me is the most important step of the cut. The less you rush, the faster you finish. As you can see, I'm only using the border of the blade. Cut with the blade the darker area on the line. Jump the clear area and continue with the darker area next on the line. Close the blade to use number 0 and go back to continue clearing the darker areas left on the border of the line. Use the brush to clean and remove the excess of hair cutting. Continue with the right side. We're gonna continue doing the same procedure. Use number 3 on the third lateral section and use the guard in a diagonal position to avoid making lines until the back. Use number 2 a bit lower than we use number 3 and continue in a diagonal position to avoid making lines. Use the 1.5 a bit lower than we use number 2. Open the blade to use the 0.5 or half and we're gonna make the line. close the blade to use number 0 and use it a bit lower than we use the 0.5 or half, and continue cutting without making line. The rest of the hair cut it with the trimmer. Use number 1 with an open blade, and we're gonna make a way that we're gonna blend with the 1.5. We are using the guard in a diagonal position to avoid making lines. Focus only and clear the darker areas left on the line. Use number 1 with a closed blade and use it a bit lower than we use it with an open blade, and we're gonna stretch the scalp to change the angle the hair grows. This way you can cut shorter and with more precision. Cut all the way to the back. This is the most important step of the cut. Open the blade to use the 0.5 or half, and we're gonna use the border of the blade. We're gonna clear the darker areas from right to left. Use the blade in a diagonal position so it's easier to cut only the darker areas. Also, to avoid making lines. This part of the video I'm not gonna edit too much, so you can appreciate from a close perspective the use and progress using this technique. Go back and clear the darker areas left. Close the blade to use number 0 and go back to clear the darker areas left on the line. Open and close the blade depending on the length of the hair. Make the connection on the back. We are using the 0.5 or half using the border of the blade. We use number 1 to avoid cutting more than we need. Now we're gonna make the shave. We're gonna use the straight razor and the shaving cream. Let fall the straight razor pretty much on its own weight so you can avoid cutting the client. Be careful in this sensitive area. Use the trimmer to blend the line of the straight razor if we make one. The top, we're gonna do it with scissors. We're gonna use 2 fingers touching the scalp. We're gonna make solid cuts and we're gonna cut in a 90-degree angle in a horizontal position. Start by cutting the middle. Connect the guyline on the middle with the right side. Connect the guyline on the middle with the left side. We are using 2 fingers touching the scalp. The guyline is the size of our fingers. Connect the third lateral section with the hair on top of the right side. Connect the third lateral section on the top with the left side. Also, we're gonna do the beard. We're gonna start using number 3. We're gonna cut only the sides so the middle looks longer. Then use the 1.5 a bit higher than we use number 3. Use number 1 a bit higher than we use the 1.5. Make the blend on the top using the 0.5 and also number 0. We did the mustache area using the scissors. We're gonna cut straight down this part of the beard. Start making a line on the bottom of the beard. Then connect the guyline on the right side of the client's beard. Make the same procedure on the left side. Start using number 3. Then use the 1.5 a bit higher than we use number 3. Use number 1 a bit higher than we use the 1.5. The rest of the line we blended using the 0.5 and also we use number 0. Connect the guyline on the middle of the client's beard with the left side. We use the scissors to clear this darker area. Continue with the shave, we're going to use the straight razor and the shaving cream. This is the correct way to assemble the blade on the straight razor. Start in the middle and shave going down. Let the straight razor fall softly to avoid cutting the client. We use the scissors on the mustache area. The edge of the mustache, we did it with the trimmer. In this case, we used pomade with a medium hold and shine. This is the final result. This was a medium skinned face. The top we did it with scissors and also we did the beard. I hope you liked my video. Thanks for watching and see you next time. These are some of my previous videos. I invite you to watch them. If you like them, hit the like button and subscribe. You can find me on Instagram by Blessed Blade.